This is Sunrise on Reaper One Skull. And just like all the other two capstone quests of the first two chains, this one has a random nature to it based on these fortunes.
To a place of kindness and madness, a place
I'm gonna
of
buff
sun
while
and shadow.
she's doing her fortune.
Seek delight among the broken ones. They wanted to be more than they were.
So
They
that's the
found
wild man.
madness instead. A blessing lies hidden here, where healing turned to horror.
And that's in the kind of medical ward or hospital area.
I see the enemy of your enemy. She waits for you in a room above the mists.
And that's a kind of a person that will help us in the end fight.
Many enemies will oppose
Unfortunately,
you,
she kind of gets the aggro, which
and
makes it hard at
perhaps a
times, but I think
friend
overall it's a
as
help.
well.
Alright, these all bears are kind of tough. Let's get this Fury. Let me see if I can get this Fury Reaper by himself, though. It's kind of nice having this bow that allows me to do this, because the owl bears can be pretty tough and combined with the Fury Reaper. I don't see any champions, so that's good. Alright, that takes care of the Fury Reaper.
Bestial figures look up as you approach. You see a tiny little
Okay, it's good I was able to not aggro these two, at least.
You pick up the tarnished key.
And that key is going to be used. That's our way into the abbey.
Two strange creatures guard the entrance to the main hall of the abbey. They watch you curiously as you approach. Otto unlocks the door with the key.
Door open. See Abbot now.
You are greeted by a handsome figure who moves with the grace of a saint.
Welcome, stranger. Let this be a refuge of warmth and light in a cold, dark world.
Says the abbot.
Please, explore the grounds. Let me know what you think of my handiwork.
A strange figure stands in one corner of the room, lost in her own thoughts. The dust that covers most of this room shows that it is seldom used.
And this is where the shrine is. We're just going to have some ghosts, shadows, I guess, here to defeat. Alright, and we'll want to go do this rather fast because there's some enemies that spawn here shortly after I open this door. And it's kind of disappointing. This used to be a really good buff. They nerfed it. I'm not sure why. I guess they thought it was making it too easy.
Esmeralda looks up as you open the door. About time you got here. We need to talk.
I think there's a Reaper somewhere, but
Strange whoops and
we're gonna go this way.
unnerving screams echo from the floor below.
this can be a very tough fight. These flesh golems. Let's see if we got any champions. I only see 3. That's not too.
Tall, silent forms shuffle down the corridor.
I'm gonna kind of.
Strange
There's
cries
a.
come from behind closed doors.
I'm just gonna kind of be very careful with this fight. You can see the kind of damage I'm taking. Luckily, they're kind of aggroed on me, which is good, not the hireling. Some are aggroed on the hireling. And now we'll start taking some down, which will help in the crowd a little bit. And if we have to, we could use that shrine up at the beginning, but I think we might be okay.
Strange creatures burst from behind the doors, shrieking madly. Food's so hungry.
And they call them Mind Grove folk, but they're a lot like the wild men of Twilight Forge. Alright, Fear Reaper, that's not the end of the world. I'm going to try to get these guys first. Alright, let's get this guy. And then the Stun Sword's going to be here. Whenever you get that the Wild Man sort of card, it's going to be in this room, middle on your left, as you're approaching it. .330 and a crit, so that's I think like one of the higher numbers I've seen. That's from our higher.
You found the sun sword.
All right.
Though something seems to be wrong with it. The legends say it blazed with a blinding light, but this is just a lifeless hilt. Perhaps Irina knows how to make it shine again.
And I'll open this. If we need to go back and use that shrine, it'll be easier to go this way to get back in.
A hatch in one corner of the room leads down into the cellar.
think I'll have my Hireling Shrine before the end fight.
A decrepit shrine overlooks a small, tranquil pool. You open the gate and let Irina into the shrine. There you are. This seems so familiar, but I'm sure I've never been here before. Did you bring the sun sword? I feel that it somehow holds the key. Irina takes the sun sword and tenderly places it on the shrine. This was his sword. And this is where we would meet. Early in the morning during midsummer. Yet the sun sword remains inert. There is no sound, but the water lapping at the edge of the pool. Suddenly, an image appears in the sparkling waters of the pool. A handsome youth with a kind and noble visage. The sadness in his eyes turns to sudden joy. Tatiana! It has been so long. Come, my love, let us be together at last. Irina gasps. Sergei, my beloved! Oh, we were to be married so long ago. Has this blessed pool called your spirit to me? As she reaches for Sergei, she is pulled down beneath the rippling water and into her lover's embrace. You have never seen a happier couple as they begin to fade from view. For a moment, all is quiet. Then a peal of thunder shakes the land, and a deep, dark voice from beyond the mountains cries out,
She is mine!
A dark figure appears near the shrine.
She's escaped! Escaped to where I cannot follow!
Cries Strahd.
You helped her! I'll make you suffer for that! Don't make the mistake of thinking you might win. The darkness belongs to me! It covers every corner of this land.
Strahd winces as he enters the pool. Part of this place's holy power must still linger.
The gleam in her eyes was like warm sunlight on a still pond. Gone forever. When I try to imagine those eyes, all I see is a mad abyss. This is a waste of my time. You
That was
are
320 Reaper XP.
just as
Not
I
too bad for the time.
Better to leave you alive. I can watch your dreams die slowly.
With that, Strahd vanishes with the wind. For a moment,
And I think we have enough
you
spell
despair
points to
at
probably
being
go do
left
the optional
behind
up
in this
front for a
dreary,
good chance for a
defeated
named
land.
item.
Then, without warning, the sun sword blazes forth with a warm, bright light. You pick up the sun sword. The instant you touch the hilt of the dazzling weapon, you realize that this is the weapon that could slay Strahd. That this is the key to ending his dominion. Something starts to grow within you. Something you had almost forgotten. Hope.
You've returned.
Booms the abbot.
Please tell me what you think. And be frank. My only desire is to improve the Abbey and this land. You dare to condemn me?
Says the abbot.
Do you have any idea how hard I've struggled? How long I've tried
So knockdown could be an issue here, but the quest is done, so it's not really too much risk. I think I'm going to get her first,
Twists
since she
into
has
a
less
new
hit points.
shape. A form that was once magnificent.
Was it mad to fight against the darkness? I was sent to redeem this forsaken place. My struggle has been longer and harder than you can imagine. And I will strike down anyone who tries to stop me.
The abbot falls to his knees.
Darkness. Nothing.
All right, well that's a
Darkness.
macabre
He
great
cries
axe.
as his mortal form
That's
vanishes from this
going to be
world.
very helpful for a quest that requires evil damage. And I'm just going to that's 297 Reaper XP. I'm just going to recall out and get my end reward. These aren't bad boots. We're not really dex based, so I'm not going to use them, but really not bad for an auction house sale. So I think I'm going to take these boots. And that is Sunrise on Reaper 1 Skull.